Dear students, in this class, we'll discuss about the properties of liquids. So if you see the general properties of liquids, liquids do not have definite shape, but they have definite volume. If you compare the density of liquid is lower than solid and higher than gas, and they are less compressible, and the rate of diffusion is also less than gas. And if you compare the other properties of liquids, the three important properties of liquids are vapor pressure, surface tension, and viscosity. So these are the three important properties of liquids. So if you see what is vapor pressure, the temperature at which the vapor pressure of liquid is equal to atmospheric pressure, or it is the state at which the liquid is converted into vapor state. So if you see the differences between boiling point and evaporation, so boiling point takes place only at one temperature, whereas evaporation takes place at all temperatures. Whereas boiling point is a bulk phenomenon, whereas evaporation is a surface phenomenon. If you see the vapor pressure, the pressure exerted by the vapors of liquid on the surface of liquid when the equilibrium is established between the liquid and vapor is known as vapor pressure and is known as vapor pressure. What are the factors that are affecting vapor pressure? So first factor that is affecting is volatility. So the vapor pressure, what is volatile nature? How quickly the liquids are converted into vapor state. So the vapor pressure is more for more volatile liquids, which readily converts into vapor state. That nature is known as volatile nature. And second factor that is affecting is temperature. The vapor pressure of liquid increases with increase in temperature. So next factor that is affecting is surface tension. Surface tension. So what is surface tension? So surface tension is a measure of downward force which is acting on the surface of liquid. Surface of liquid. So or we can define in another way the force acting per unit length perpendicular to the imaginary lines drawn on the surface of liquids. So here we can see there are two types: balanced stable and unbalanced unstable. So if you see the unit of surface tension, so surface tension is nothing but can be defined as force per unit length. So that is F by L. So that is N by M. So if you see the applications of surface tension, the formation of bubbles, the formation of bubbles, the liquid drops appear spherical due to surface tension, whereas insects can walk on the surface of water due to surface tension. So these are the different uh, compounds for which there is a surface tension can be calculated. So suppose diethyl ether, so that is a formula CH3 CH2O CH2 CH3. The surface tension is 1.7 into 10 power minus 2. The forces that are responsible for dipole-dipole interaction. So like that, these are the different compounds for which we can calculate the surface tension and what are the types of intermolecular forces that are attached. As stronger the IMFA, that means the stronger the intermolecular force of attraction, the greater will be the surface tension. So this intermolecular force of attraction decreases with increase in temperature, hence the surface tension also decreases. So next we'll discuss about surface energy. What is surface energy? So the energy that is required to increase the surface area of liquid by 1 unit. So if you want to increase the surface area of liquid by 1 unit, the energy required is known as surface energy. So surface energy is nothing but work done by increase in surface. Increase in surface. So units means joule per meter square. Joule per meter square. Cohesion or adhesion. So what is cohesion? So cohesion means nothing but cohesive force. So the intermolecular force of attraction that binds similar molecules, that force is known as cohesive force. What is adhesive force? The intermolecular force of attraction that binds different molecules or surface. And so those are cohesive force and adhesive force. So next, when we are going to discuss about capillary action. So what is capillary action? So the capillary action is nothing but the rise of liquid up a narrow tube. So the surface area is increased when H2O rises up to the narrow tube. The water level stops rising until it is balanced by gravitational force. Simply, it is nothing but rising of liquid up to a narrow tube. So if you see the capillary action, so see here, when cohesion is greater than adhesion, when cohesive force is greater than adhesive force, the meniscus concave down. The meniscus, you know what is upper meniscus and lower meniscus? When the cohesive force is greater than adhesive force, the meniscus concave down. And when adhesion is greater than cohesion, the meniscus concave up. So that means here the adhesive forces are greater than the cohesive forces. So that is about that. Next, we'll discuss about another important property of liquid, that is viscosity. So, so resistance to the flow of liquid is known as viscosity. Resistance to the flow of liquid. So if you see, the honey is more viscous than water. So how to differentiate? So if you are pouring two liquids from a particular height towards downwards, what happens? Which liquid flows quickly? That means that is less viscous. So if you are pouring water and oil from a certain height towards a bottom, then what happens? Liquid flows down quickly, whereas oil flows very slowly when compared to water. That means the oil is more viscous and liquid water is less viscous. So unit of viscosity is nothing but poise. So more friction, that is a less velocity. So here in this diagram, the liquids are imagined to flow in a different layers. So if there is more friction, that is less viscosity. So so this viscosity is related to ease in which individual molecules of liquid can move with respect to one another. So which is moving quickly and which is moving slowly. So it depends on the intermolecular force of attraction that exists in the liquid. Greater is the viscosity, lower is the velocity. So if the molecules are moving very quickly, so that means it is having less viscosity. It is having less viscosity. So viscosity decreases with the increase in temperature. So why? Because at very high temperature, what happens? The kinetic energy of the molecules is greater. Hence, it easily overcomes the intermolecular force of attraction. So the regular gradation of velocity in passing from one layer to another layer, that means one layer to the next layer, is known as laminar flow. Laminar flow. If you are choosing a particular layer in the flowing liquid, the layer above it accelerates its flow and layer below this retards its flow. That means one layer is allowing to accelerate and the other layer, the layer that is below, that is retarding its flow. If the velocity of a layer at a distance dz is changing by its value du, the velocity gradient is given by du by dz. So what is du by dz? So du, you see, a force that is required to maintain the flow of layers. The force that is proportional to area of contact of layers and velocity gradient. So what is velocity gradient? That is du by dz. So the force is directly proportional to A into du by dz, where A is area. So F is equal to, if you remove the proportionality, we are writing one constant, eta, A into du by dz. So that is known as a proportionality constant and it is called coefficient of viscosity. So coefficient of viscosity or viscosity coefficient is the force when velocity gradient is unity, that means 1, and area of contact is unit area. So if you see the SI unit of viscosity coefficient, that is In CGS system, the coefficient of viscosity is poise. The SI unit NS meter square. So meter square. As the temperature increases, what happens to the viscosity? The viscosity decreases. With increase in pressure, the viscosity increases. So if the intermolecular forces of attraction also increases, the viscosity also decreases. So see here, H2O is greater than, see here, ethyl alcohol, oil is greater than H2O. So these are the viscosity of water at several temperatures. Critical constants. So the temperature at which the gas cannot be liquefied, whatever the pressure is applied, is known as a critical temperature. So these are important. Critical temperature, that is Tc is equal to 8A by 27 RB. What is critical pressure? The minimum pressure required to liquefy a gas at its critical temperature. So Pc is equal to A by 27 B square, with critical volume, the volume occupied by 1 mole of gas at its critical temperature and pressure. So that is Vc is equal to 3B. Boyle's temperature, the temperature at which the real gas behaves as an ideal gas over an appreciable range. So Tb is equal to A by 27B. Inversion temperature. So it is the temperature at which any real gas is expanded adiabatically and no effect of cooling or heating is observed. So that is Ti is equal to 2A by RB. So mean free path, the distance traveled by molecule between any two successive collisions. If the collisions are taking place, the distance traveled by a molecule between those successive collisions, the average of this distance is called mean free path. So that is equal to L1 plus L2 plus L3 by N. So this is about the different properties of liquids. So with that, I will conclude the session.